Oh shit.
I'm talking to God like,
Come on, man.
nah, there's gotta
Can't
be
be
a
like
better way than this.
You know what I'm saying?
Conversations with God.
Yeah.
This money got me going straight. Talk to my mom. She told me hold it down and just pray. Look at my kids. That's my motivation today. All my niggas dead. I'ma hold it down to the conversations with God. This money got me going straight. Talk to my mom. She told me hold it down.
To some people that's normal, but it's really not normal. You don't realize it's normal until you start getting to a different space in life. You start reflecting. You like, that wasn't normal that I went through. You know?
I want you to touch on that for the younger generation, for niggas that's our age that's coming up. Like, how did you have a balance to try to go to school and still do well, but you was dealing with a lot in the streets? And
For real, they shot my nigga to death. They left my nigga Kev lifeless right in front of me. A kid screaming, got me fighting demons, chasing.
Peace, family. We back here for episode number 2 of Pyramid Talk.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? Like to think that the first week was a powerful build. Shout out to all the guys that's here right now for the second week.
Yes, sir.
Today's topic is going to be about mental health. We're going to be talking about establishing a mental focus, establishing, self-esteem for men, black men especially. We're going to be talking about the keys to having a positive mental health. You know what I'm saying? How to pull yourself up out of bad places. You know what I mean? How to focus on peace, how to have prosperity. And yeah, I'm going to have my brothers touch on it shortly, man. I got my guys here. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves once again.
Word.
Got my guy Neff.
Peace, what's going on, man? It's Neff, man, from Kinfolk Clothing. I'm in the building.
Alright.
Man.
True indeed. My brother Shakim.
What's going on? I'm Shakim Shabazz, man. Yeah, I mean, y'all know me, man. Come down to New Haven Imperial, come check me out, man. I'm giving out love because it's free.
Yes, sir.
You know who I be, Lord Ning, man. Punani Down, man. Hoochie Coochie, man.
Alright.
I'll at your boy.
Love is love. Love is love. Alright, so basically, brothers, man, we just here to express to y'all the importance of mental health. You know, why it's important to have your mind in the right place, especially as a young black man. And a lot of stuff that's going on in the community now, right? We dealing with police brutality. We dealing with the everyday racism that we deal with as a black man. I mean, going into the work world, right? Maybe dealing with entrepreneurship and certain things you're going through every day, right? So we want to put a stress, so to speak, on the ways to navigate through those type of situations when you're dealing with all the factors that we deal with as black men. It's important to have a strong mental because you get tested every day. You know what I'm saying? I know all my brothers here can feel that through the regular basis of just the everyday struggle. You being tested, man. You know what I mean? It could be something as simple as being on the phone trying to figure out a bill situation, or going to the bank and cashing a check. You know what I'm saying? Or whether you're dealing with whether your personal issues, endeavors with your wife or your woman. It's important to understand how to be able to navigate through those situations the best, and how to have a positive, sane mentality while you're working with things, man. Because I learned that just from experience of like having a certain attitude with certain things, man. It could be detrimental, not learning how to not speak on things sometimes, knowing when to speak on things sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? And learning how to navigate situations with different people. Like some people you may have to handle them a certain way, right? In other situations, you gotta learn how to stand down and to get yourself up out of situation. So,
Right.
I'm gonna let my brothers, take the, stance, and everybody share their opinion. Let me know what y'all think about mental health, and just give us some experiences where you had to exercise, good mental health. Give us some experiences when you was in bad spaces, right? You know what I'm saying? You may have to exercise a different type of situation. So let me know, brother.
Word. Shakim, what you think, bro?
I think it's just so much things that when you say mental health, you could just touch on it like it's broad. You know what I'm saying? Because that's every day in the community. You know what I'm saying? So I actually was gonna follow up with a question. You know what I'm saying? Because what I was gonna ask y'all is like, when you first hear mental health, like what's the first thing you think of? You know what I'm saying? Like what is it?
For me, I feel like mental health in the black community is something that we don't really take serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say you're going through something, people look at you as you weak.
Facts.
So as black men specifically, we kind of hold it in. We don't even talk about it. That is weak. People gonna look down on you, or you weak, or you a sucker. And if anything, we go through more stuff than anybody else, any other culture, because we've seen more, we've experienced more.
Facts.
A lot of traumatizing things, especially childhood trauma. It's just a lot going on when you grow up in these communities where we come from. So I feel like if anybody that really need to have the conversation need to be, especially men,
That's a fact, dude.
we go, even just leaving your house, Stay at home.
It's hard.
Yeah,
It's
it's
crazy.
real, man. Facts.
So, so everything for me it is, well, more so 9 times out of 10 is always calculated. So I might move off the.
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with the hat, this is one of my favorite pieces that you. This if y'all not in the know who watching out there, you know what I'm saying? This is the Kinfolk clothing line, which is
Thanks.
my boy Neffs. We could clap it up for him, you know what I'm saying? It's a dope piece right here, you know what I'm saying? So with this shit right here, you know what I'm saying? This is one of my favorite hats because it's PTSD, you know what I'm saying? But on the side it says post-traumatic street disorder. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you build on that.
Word,
You know what I'm saying?
word.
That's kind of like what you was just
Yeah.
so building on, talking about.
Facts. So, PTSD, right? You know, that comes from the military. When people go to the military, they come home, they seen certain things and mess them up. I created that piece years ago because I feel like I went to therapy because I went through a lot of trauma as a kid. Like, you know, like we talked about last episode, losing my mom when I was a kid and poverty, and you had to, like, it's like when you go through all those things, even to this day, you still living with those things. You know what I'm trying to say? So growing up in the hood, and me and OG was just talking about fist fighting, those things just all kind of mess your mental up. Like, so that's why I even stopped smoking weed. Because it made me overthink, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about things I don't even want to think about. Like, so I had to put the weed down, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's really PTSD. That's post-traumatic street disorder. You might grow up and you might see. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. We talking about Bobby Khan the other day, right? Me and OG right here. When I was in Jamaica one day, right? I was coming home from school. I went to the school, the New Day All-Leave School. You know what I mean? So I had a friend named Killer, and I used to look up to him. You know, we used to always hang out, whatever. He had all the girls, so I hung out with him a lot. And one day, me and him was walking home from school. There was a kid named Ugg he was beefing with. Rest in peace. Ugg ended up getting killed like a year after I came back to America. So they was beefing over this girl, and me and Killer walking up Barbican Road, and Ugg just ran down on him in America you call him a machete, a cutlass, and try to chop him right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And I grabbed Ugg, I hugged him up like, yo, chill, like, Killer run off. I kind of gave Killer time to get away. And things like that, when you have them kind of experiences, it kind of like mess your mental up, you know what I'm saying? Even one time I was walking my dog to the store, this in Jamaica, whatever. I had a little dog, whatever, family dog. And I left him outside. I went inside the store to go buy something for my stepmom, whatever, buy some rice. And I hear a barking going on outside. I go outside, 3 dogs attack my dog right in front of me, rip him up. And then he ended up getting like really sick, maggots coming out his cuts and all that. And my neighbor took a pickaxe, you know what a pickaxe is, and killed him. You know what I mean? And then bury him. And you know, when I was a kid, I thought those things was normal. But as I get older, even having to cut off chicken heads, as I get older, I can't do those things no more. Kind of traumatizing when you think about it.
You gotta protect your own blood.
Yeah, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, those things, you know, to some people that's normal, but it's really not normal. You don't realize it's normal until you start getting to a different space in your life. You start reflecting. You're like, that wasn't normal that I went through, you know what I mean?
To piggyback on what you said, you know, post-traumatic street disorder.
Yeah.
You know, I look at that as a whole concept as being like, you know, I could come to your hood, you know, but I'm on point. I'm aware of my surroundings. If anybody make any false pretense move, I'm on their ass. You know what I mean?
But why though?
Why? Because that's that disorder that you got within yourself. You know, you're not worrying about this person, that person. You know, you going through everything you don't went through in life, right? You going through everything you seen, everything you grasp, everything you embrace. So now we could all be out this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? But now that street disorder kick in, you know what I mean? Now you on universal soldier mode.
Alright, we back. Just take you back off our subject at hand, you know, on this segment, as we was talking about post-traumatic street disorder. And as I was saying, there's a lot of brothers out here are some brothers out here, I can't say all brothers, but some brothers out here are street barbarians. What does that mean? That means you could put them anywhere on this earth on this whole earth, this whole green earth. And they still gonna rise to their highest potential.
Indeed.
All right. Per se this. You raised up in Jamaica. You came to America, right? All that PSD you had, right? You brought with you. It kept you elevated and wide-eyed to what's going on in America now.
Right.
So you use those same streets instincts from Jamaica. They was embedded in you to have you survive stronger over here. America's nothing like Jamaica. Will never be nothing like Jamaica. America really don't know about poverty. You know, they don't know about, you know, fetching your porridge, got to run and catch you a goat if you want to eat, slice the goat, everything, watch it hang upside down, chickens, whatever.
Wash your clothes and hang on the line.
But some they know that down here.
Some people know that.
And you come outside, you know what I mean, your clothes is gone.
Right.
All right. But yo, the more the story is though, you know, that street disorder, it can be a gift and it can be a curse.
Indeed.
For the simple fact is this. If one don't know self, if one don't know oneself, one can't elevate. One to stay stagnated. You know? So like I was saying earlier, all of us in the club, you be like, yo, God, I'm about to go get my dance on. You be like, yo, I'm about to get my sip on. He be like, yo, shit, I'm going over to get my dance on. Me, though, I'm going to be in the cut like peroxide. I'm like this now. Because I got to watch all three of y'all. I get to make sure y'all have a good time. You be like, yo, God, why you so militant? It's not about militant, brother. It's about staying alert and on P's.
But why you like that?
Why I'm like that? From everything I've been through.
Right. See, that's me. When I go with my homeboys, bro, I'm you. I'm watching they back. They don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing
You like
is,
that regardless.
you think,
I already peeped you. You know what I'm saying? You like that regardless. I'm like, yeah.
They tell you, bro, where we going, bro.
and my thing is this,
bro.
and my thing
That's
is,
why I said that. You militant. The pastor was like, hey. Before I met him on the side street, I'm like, yeah, I can already tell. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying?
and my thing is this though, right? I learned the hard way. You can't bless everybody with your energy. You can't.
Right.
If I expect you to be loyal to you, be loyal like I am, and something go disarray, only one I can afford is me. You know?
Right.
So people be like, they ask me to like, yo, Neen, man, why you be on it like that? I don't trust nothing. I don't put nothing past nobody. All eyes, the clothes ain't sleeping, all eyes open ain't awoke. Guess what? Mine's is, I see you like a 82-inch LG flat screen. Wide. I see everything. I'm not having it.
So let me ask you this question. Do you think that if we try to bring unity to our people, right, do you think it's important for us to learn how to trust each other? Because that is a problem in the community, right?
But
Like,
understand this though. When you speak of trust,
right.
What is trust? Is trust a mere thought? Is it a chain of mind? What is thought? Because to me, for me to trust you, I got to see structure, purpose,
Right.
morals,
Right.
you know, ethics. I got to see all of that in you for me to trust you.
Right.
Because if you lacking something, that means you looking somewhere around that board to try to have something to intervene, or you're going to intervene on it.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
It's not that type of party. I've been in this free cipher 54 years, right? People say, yo, you a wild boy, you know, you too street, you ain't gonna make it at C16. Shit, I'm 54 now, that ain't what you say, but the higher power say, you know? And I know me.
And why do you think you was being in the streets? How long you was locked up for, like, a total?
Shit, a total almost 30.
Wow. So, how were you able to
Probably a
survive?
little bit more over that.
How were you able to
How was
survive?
I?
Yeah.
I was built different.
Right.
I'm from a different cloth, a different breed.
Right.
My mother didn't raise no punk. My father didn't raise no punk.
Right.
Coming from Mobay.
Right. Both of your parents Jamaican.
No, my mother, she's from Tuskegee, Alabama.
Oh wow.
You know?
Wow.
So I got a country upbringing, but a city swagger.
True indeed.
You dig? And my thing is this.
Right.
At birth, I was born a king-bred warrior. That's what I have on my chest. You know?
Oh yeah.
The thing is this. We know mother's limitations is only 7. I mean 6. They can't go past 7.
Right.
You know, they deal with equality, you know what I mean?
They can't go past
They can't go past the 6. You know, me, being who I be, I was never a rebellious child, but I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to see what I got to see. I'm going to hear what I got to hear.
You're alert.
I'm going to be alert. It's going to make me or break me. So when I went to prison, you know, I'm like, damn, man, my mind crazy, this, that, and the third, right? Then I'm saying to myself, oh, you ain't crazy? Focus. So what I did, I hardened myself to everything around me. I hardened my heart, my soul. I hardened everything around me. I'm not gonna let this beat me. So I'm gonna beat it.
You did that to survive pretty much.
That's you got to have survival tactics.
Yeah.
You got to have a strong mental
Right.
to be in somebody's segregation
Right.
for two and a half years, you know what I mean? That's mental health.
You was in segregation for 2.5 years?
Yeah. That's mental health. You gonna go
I don't
crazy.
know what segregation is. Tell them what segregation is.
Segregation is when you participate in doing something in the penal, the penal system, and you get caught for it, probably a couple of fights and some stabbings, you're going down like the Titanic. And they're gonna section
prison kids.
they're gonna section you off from the rest of the population until it's time for you to get out. There ain't no place for kids, you know,
for nobody.
you know.
Yeah.
But now if you out there, you know, and you got real issues with touching kids and stuff like that, and you know, snatching and grabbing, taking something ain't yours, you deserve to be in there, and you deserve to have.
You deserve to be on your own island.
Yeah, you deserve to have all regiments come to you in the worst possible way. But back to what you were saying,
OG, I want to piggyback because this is important. I feel like for the viewers, you know, when I was in Gateway, I went to Gateway for like a year, and I did this paper on segregation on solitary confinement, right? And I learned that like so much people lose their mind in there. They never the same, you know what I mean? I kind of want you to like expand on that. Like, did you ever go through that phase, or did you ever feel like, yo, I think I'm losing my mind, or like how was that for you? How was it for you to have to keep your mental straight?
it never was a factor of me sitting there, you know, boo-hoo, yo, am I losing my mind? Nah. Know why? Because I thought about beautiful things. I thought about my rise earth from my mother. You know, I'm thinking about this, that, and the third. You know, see, when I was in the bank, I went through triumphs and tribulations. July 24th, 1988. That was on a Friday going into Saturday. I had a visit that night by my fiance. We was getting married the next day, that Saturday. When she left from visiting me, she was on her way to my mom's crib. You dig? And she got her homegirl and her homegirl boyfriend, they got hit by a drunken driver.
Wow.
Killed her. All right? So the next day, I'm in the belly, I'm getting dressed, you know what I mean? My man's like, yo, you get married today? Yeah. You don't coming up, you ain't coming up there to the administration building, it's only me, bro. Then I'm looking on TV and I see her name going, I'm like, what the fuck my shorty gonna do down here? And they said, deceased car accident. I lost it, right? I lost it. But that's deep. Just the memory of her kept me strong. Cause I always remember what she said. She's like, yo, do you ever know how it feels to be weak, to be vulnerable? And I looked at her like this, no. I wasn't raised that way, you know? Then we can go on. 1992, Enfield Correctional Facility. I get a call to the administration building. It's the hospital. Is this such as yes it is? Father like to speak to you. All right. Mind you, I'm my father baby boy. I'm the last of the Mohegans. That's me, man. My father died while I was talking to him on the phone, God. My father died while I was talking to him on the phone. Only person that kept me in order for not tearing that whole compound down was his father, my A-alike, my lightner, my cousin. So I don't know what it is not to be strong. Right. I don't know what it is to be weak. Right. You know, you got so much going on, you know. You got, and you talking about solitary confinement. Right. You see solitary confinement every day out here. Right. When these brothers and sisters' minds are shut down, locked down, and they don't know how to release that and reiterate their thoughts and let that stuff go, you're confined. Yo, it's easy to lose your mind though. But you know what? That's the post-traumatic stress. See, that's the post-traumatic stress. Right. It's easy to lose your mind, guys. But if you ain't strong. If you're not strong. But at the same token, right, it's easier to understand the morals of why you're taking this route on losing your mind. Right. Now, if you keep with demented thoughts, this, that, and the third, right, it's gonna keep building. Right. But if you say to yourself, you know what? Only two things gonna happen. Right. I'm gonna rise above it or I'm gonna lose it all. Right.
And that is why we were talking about last episode, knowledge of self, and that's why knowledge of self is important, right? Because when you know yourself, you be like, oh, whoa, that ain't me. Right. Exactly. I gotta get back to myself, you know? Because we all have negative thoughts. It's human nature, right? But once you know who you are, the core of who you are, that foundational person, you're gonna get back to that person.
All right. Hit you on this. How many people, any three of y'all, how many people y'all try to bring light to, right? And you get this. Yo, what the fuck you talking about? Yo, son, how the fuck you gonna say this? Be like, yo, hold up, slow down, hold time, brother. Yo, I'm about to throw the flag on you. You wild. Yo, you don't know me, brother, I do know you. How you know me? Cause I is you, you is me. How I not know you? Right. Just because we didn't come out the same womb doesn't mean your mother ain't my mother. Because the way I was brought up, any elder is your parent. You gotta respect it as them. But a lot of people was missing. See, but a lot of people don't understand what's post-traumatic syndrome is. It's not just, everything you seen, you going through, right? You could wake up one day and be like, yo, this, then the third. Walk outside, like, yo, did that motherfucker go right there? Go. You know what I mean? A lot of people have subconsciously gone. Right. You know?
But that's a subconscious thing in itself.
Yes, it is in itself.
That's a subconscious thing in itself because sometimes, like, so even this, you know what I'm saying? So as a kid, like I used to see like a lot of so my uncle, they used to drink, you know what I'm saying? My family, we drink, you know what I'm saying? So as a kid, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? So my grandmother got older, she used to drink, I used to hide her body. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't like it. They would leave her, you know what I'm saying? She used to be with me and I didn't like the way she used to react. So I hide it and say she drunk it though. I pour it out, I throw it outside, you know what I'm saying?
Mix the shit with water.
Nah, I just throw it, you know what I'm saying? So she can't find it. You know what I'm saying? And I know she was older. She probably like the oldest person she knew. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm older, I get it. But just from, and then when I started going through issues, like when I'm like 16 or 15, I'm outside hustling, and shit, I'm trying to do whatever. So now I tend to unconsciously. I didn't like it at first, but
that's the way to cope.
I seen it. You know what I'm saying? So even like so just like building on like what we were talking about earlier, like the whole jail shit, and then just going through shit. So like the worst shit for me, and it stuck with me for a minute. And it took me like 3 bids to actually snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friend, he got murdered in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking to him until he died. You know what I'm saying? That shit fucked me up mentally. You know what I'm saying? But I never took the time to get the proper help that you need for it. Right. So I would just lash out in different ways, you know what I'm saying? Right. Going through shit, flipping out on different niggas, you know what I'm saying? Tearing up the neighborhood, doing mad crazy shit because I'm actually stressed. I need help. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Dig it. You ain't got a chance to really cope the healthy way. That's exactly.
I had to talk to somebody that went through it. Right. And he pulled me to the side and gave it to me. Yo, you saying, you know, like shit that you need. And I used to hear him, but I didn't hear him until I was in jail and he passed away. I see it on the news. Saying car accident, you know what I'm saying? So, and I always remember the words that stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So it helped me get on a
Different round.
better path, you know what I'm saying?
And like he was saying, right? Like,
Real, bro.
I can go back to the early, like 83, 84, and all this shit, right? Like, my sister, one of my sisters, she was going to labor, you know, her boyfriend always fighting and everything, you know what I'm saying? Trying to shoot the five with her, you know, and she was older than me, but that was my baby though, that was my second oldest sis. And I always said, yo, if I can catch Duke, you know what I mean, I'll spin Duke ass around like the young James Brown, right? Well,
You gotta hold the flag pose, man.
yo, baby. So my thing was, right, she went into labor, right?
Yeah.
She had an asthma attack and a stroke. So they got her to the hospital, but she was going to labor at the same time.
Right.
So once my sister gave birth, my sister went back to the Essence. She died right then after she gave birth. And my niece died 2 days later, so they buried them together. They buried my niece in my sister's arms, right? So I'm like this. I'm like, yo, yada, 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 right? It didn't fuck me up mentally, but it pierced my heart and hurted me that I couldn't catch this motherfucker. Cause now everybody telling me like, yo, we didn't want to tell you T, but this would really happen. I said I should hit all you up. I should hit all you. See, me, when I go to a dark place, I'm there for the duration. That shit like that motherfucking TV. Ain't nothing on. Everything off. But it's not. My mental state is gone. It's just that I don't like to be hurt. You know, and when I hurt to that point that my spirit, my soul hurt, somebody gonna feel it. Somebody or somebody's.
Right.
You dig? So
why do you think it's like, cause I think all black men, why do you think we like that though, as black men? Like,
you know what? A lot of black men grow up in a lot of fatherless families. You know? When your mom's is doing what she can to make her soul of a man, working hard as she can with them callous hands, shit get real.
right.
Even though you know your father, you go to your father's house and stuff like that, right? But it's nothing like having that man inside that house to rectify shit when shit go disarray.
Right.
All right, so let
Black
me
father necessary.
Yes, you know, that's why it hurts me to see like a lot of these brothers out here, they mental get fucked up because you got this woman lying on him because he don't want to be with her. Now you don't want this man to see his daughter, you don't want this man to see his twins, you don't want this man to see his son. But that motherfucker that's been giving you after 8 foot the ass, fucking you up, you'll love that motherfucker all day. You'll let him come to the crib all day. But a motherfucker that's footing that bill, you ain't doing it. Right. That what fucks a lot of brothers up. That what makes a lot of brothers have anger towards everything. But now I'm gonna hit you with this dude, right? Once I saw that, and I was on my way to my sister's funeral and my niece's funeral. Cops bagged me. They took me back up to motherfucking Middletown and Long Lane. This is real rap. They took me back up to the school, Long Lane, school for boys.
How old was you at this time?
13, 14. Cause I know I escaped from that motherfucker. And after I escaped, I caught a motherfucking M1. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but I was only 15, so I know I was there long. Yeah. But mind you, I get there, right? So they put me in SAG for escaping. I said, all right. So I'm in SAG for about 2-3 weeks. All I can see is my niece and my sister arms. Like I said, my mental wasn't fucked up. I'm just hurt. So they bring me up to the administration building, to see the nurse and shit. Yo, I laugh about this shit because the shit was crazy. So I go by the nurse, I see the boxes of matches, the long ones. So I cuffed them shit bomb. So they put me inside the cell and everything, like 5-man cell. But but they had bags in that motherfucker. I said, fuck this, I'm out of this bitch. I lit the whole administration on fucking fire. So what they did, the motherfuckers sent me to this mental hospital. It's called Optabello. It was in Meriden. It sit all the way up the fucking top of the hill. You can look down on the whole, like, the Meriden Mall and everything. So they had me in there, right? That's the first time in my life I seen a motherfucking rubber room without it being on TV. That's the first time I seen a motherfucker get hit with Thorazine and was out. Cause I was that motherfucker they put in there, motherfucker they was hitting up. Right. And what happened was how I end up in that situation. This mentally challenged young dude in a chair, right? It was snacks night. Me, my snacks is sour cream, potato chips, and dip. I get my sour cream, potato chips, and dip, you know? Now, this is a mental hospital. These motherfuckers really cuckoo for cocoa about. So I'm like, yo, they should know you're not like that. Yeah, I was like, yo, these motherfuckers got me in the wrong spot. But let me get the fuck up out of here. So what happened was this motherfucker rolled past me on the wheelchair. I could hear him coming. Y'all laughing, but yo, this is real rap. This motherfucker's like this. And I can hear him coming because he always do that shit. So before I could turn around, and nigga done snatch my motherfucking chips. My chips and crushed them shits and all my me. I'm a hood nigga. Duffed him out in a wheelchair. Duffed him out in a wheelchair, right? No, Divine Evil wasn't like that. So they rushed me, we banging. Next thing I know, I was like this, yo, get off me, man, get off me. And I felt something hit my ass shit. I'm like, yo, get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. I was out. I woke up. I was in a straight jacket. Ankles tied to the bed with sheets. I'm like, dude, I said, oh, hell no. I said, Mom, if you can hear me, come and get me out of this motherfucking place. They're going to make me crazy in this place. I'm not crazy. So I went through the triumphs and tribulations, you know what I'm saying? They tested me and everything, you know, scanning my brain and everything. It was like, yo, he in the wrong. This motherfucker ain't past crazy. He ain't a bit crazy. Do you think he's just angry?
Mm-hmm. Do you think that some people go to jail sane and then medication they give them?
Yes, that's a known fact.
Don't even take it.
That's a known fact. You go to jail, take that shit
and never come home.
You can go to jail with 5 years. You take that shit, you'll be in that motherfucker for 20.
I definitely see.
A couple of my boys right now, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm talking about one floor, but cuckoo rest. Ain't going to recover.
You seen that shotgun?
Hell yeah, I got a family member like that. He went in ill, but he ended up dead 20. So when he like 25, he came home from taking the medication. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in jail, we don't even know who he was. You know what I'm saying? So I came home, like, that's big cuz. You know what I'm saying? Because he went out, I was baby. I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. Like I was locked up. That's him.
The thing is,
I started off in bed with a dude. He was stressing, going through shit. They gave him the meds. It's never the same, yo. Never the same.
But hey, what's your experience with like mental health, bro? Like honestly.
So pretty much to sum it up, this is how we making a comparison to what y'all would call like PTSD for like the American soldier, so to speak. You hear all these brothers' stories. They tell us stories from Jamaica. They tell us stories from the streets. They tell us stories from the penitentiary. Y'all gotta understand how we making that correlation, so to speak. You know, this is real trauma that we brothers deal with. These brothers done lost people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? We all done lost family members. I know I got a lot of cousins that I done lost in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that got killed, murdered, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, he lost his best friend in front of him. He almost, his best friend coming up as a kid, one of them, you know what I'm saying, was almost chopped up by a machete. I'm pretty sure my man's done lost plenty of friends.
I lost a lot of comrades.
Yeah, so like, we don't got no medical plan for us. Ain't nobody coming to give us a psychiatric evaluation. Ain't nobody coming to the hood to check on the brothers to see how we going through, what we going through.
Ain't nobody sitting there talking to us.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So this is why we making this comparison. It's a huge comparison, and it's something that we need to be put into the forefront, so to speak. There needs to be some spotlight on this. There's a lot of brothers out here dealing with a lot of mental issues. They got PTSD and this post-traumatic street disorder. It is, you know what I'm saying? So my experience with mental health and
yes, that's my experience coming up as a young boy, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of cousins that was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas that's not here to this day, we the same age, but a lot of them, they're in the grave, you know what I'm saying? Because they took a different path, you know? I'm not able to, you know what I'm saying, reach with them. A lot of them I don't even have relationships with, so to speak. Like, and I feel like a lot of us deal with that. We got a lot of family that, because they grew up on a different side of the neighborhood or a different area in New Haven, or so to speak, you never really got a chance to really build with them because
You can't go over there.
because you can't go over there. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's like by the time y'all get older enough, y'all wise enough, y'all got children and kids, they got killed or they passed away and moved on, and y'all got your babies as cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And they got no relationship.
ain't no relationship. You know what I'm saying? So this is a whole nother part of, you know what I'm saying, mental health or mental disabilities that we dealing with as a people, where, you know, the structure that we dealing with from the street life, from the culture, from growing up in fatherless homes, from having disadvantages, right? You know what I'm saying? This is what's this is the outcome of that.
Yeah, this has been impacted on a lot of brothers, you
A lot
know?
of brothers, yeah.
And stuff like that. And you look at it like this, right? Growing up in fatherless families, right? That black woman that held that fort down, that gave structure, stability, morals, purpose, ethics, prosperity, kept a roof over your head, clothes on you. Might not have been the clothes you wanted, but kept clothes on your back and food in your mouth, right? Why do brothers out here tend to disrespect their queen, right? Hold up. But soon you be like, yo, man, check your bitch. She over here trying to get, yo, I know you ain't call my girl a bitch. You faggot ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You disrespect your moms the whole fucking time around. You know what I'm saying? Yo, get your mental right. You know, get your mind right. See, because now, you know what? You going through that mental disorder right now. You know what I mean? Right. You're dysfunctional. Right. You know, but I say that to say this. A lot of mothers kept a lot of sons mental strong.
Facts, yeah.
You know? And I say that to say this. Without my moms, my stepmothers, I can talk about both of my stepmothers and my moms. Without that village of mothers, always putting that input, you know what I mean? Putting their foot in our ass and everything, trying to keep us on the straight and narrow. They kept us strong. Yeah. They kept our minds state like different, you know? Facts. And the thing is this, when I see you, I see him, I talk to him, me and him build on the bread, as y'all do, right? Coming up in the projects, little cuz was up underneath us, you know what I mean? We told him straight up, yo, you don't want to get up, yo, to catch you, we gonna hurt you. Why you doing it? Because we built for this. So we think we are, but you're not built for this. Right. You're gonna go to school. Right. So we install truth, understanding, yet we always gonna take our own paths as young men to being a grown man, because if you was an adolescent but never knew how to be an adolescent, you had to be a grown man, understand what a grown man is at adolescent age, that messed you up. You never knew how to be a kid. That's a fact. See, I went through that. You up. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It didn't really mess me up. It just made me stronger. Indeed. Yeah. You know, that's why I can walk with my head up high. You know what I mean? Right. I can tell a brother, yo, man, you know what? You absolutely positively right, brother. Good looking, Brooklyn. I'm gonna holler at you though. Right. You gotta keep it moving. Right. Because you know what? He might read to interact with his mind. I'll read and interact with my mind, but you know what I do? I light 2 candles. I turn everything off of my rest. I don't want to hear music. Don't call me. I ain't putting on silent, this, that, and the third buzz. I muted the whole phone. Cause I need my peace. I need my closure. I need my serenity. And once I get my serenity right, and I open my physical, and it's in the dark and I can see clearly, I'm golden. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, with the stress.
Yeah. So how do we cope with the PTSD coming from where we come from our experiences? What do you think, Shakin? OG just built on that. What do you think?
What do you do, bro? Cause like, what do you? When you say that, like, Cause like I was there, bro. Like with stuff that Shakim is talking about, like we went to high school together. Like everybody don't know, so like I watched it from the outside in, like, and I didn't know Shakim for that. Shakim, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew bro for being smart nigga, like funny, dress cool. You know what I mean? Over the shorties, ladies. So we built on that type of connection, bro. So I remember being in class one day, like, and bro, like he talked about me working, but bro was smart. Bro had like A's and B's, like honor roll. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting in the class, and bro like, yo, I'm about to drop out of school. Like, you know what I'm saying? We like 6 months away from about to graduate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think bro is like, you know what I'm saying? But bro dealing with so much in the streets, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not aware of. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to touch on that for the younger generation, for niggas that's our age, that's coming up. Like, how did you have a balance to try to go to school and still do well, but you was dealing with a lot in the streets, and you know what I'm saying? What ultimately made you decide, like, damn, like, I gotta take a different route type shit, or I gotta, like, you know what I'm saying?
Peace, Black family. Back again. I want to touch real quick on the question we just were speaking with Shakim in regards to just how did you make that transition, bro, from, like I said, I remember us being in class and like bro had good grades, and you know what I'm saying, we in history class just laughing it up, you know what I'm saying? Bro was just talking about dropping out, you know what I'm saying? He had a lot of stuff going on outside of the school, but you know, I knew Shakim was something different, just being a cool nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Partying, having a good time, funny, laughing, and joking, just hustling nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to know what your mind frame was, so to speak, to make you feel like, I mean, enough is enough, or you made that decision, like, and then how did you keep that balance? And if you could do something different, so to speak, you know what I mean? What would you do different? You know what I mean? Just for the shorties out here now that's in school or that's going through, you know, the youngins that's on the gang, XYZ, you know what I mean? Like, and then for the brothers too, that's our age, that's out here now trying to have a different life. Because look at you, bro. You got a store. You have come a long way. You know what I'm saying? So speak to that and let niggas know, like.
So my hat to you on that, good brother.
True indeed.
Right. And a moving company.
Facts.
Yeah, and a moving company.
And slap your mama food truck. You heard?
Yeah.
Boss right here. Legend. Shakim Shabazz.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey yo, for real though, he is a living legend.
Shakim
A lot of
a
niggas can
legend,
act
bro.
like they don't know,
Yeah.
but Shakim was one of the first dudes with a clothing line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
YBGs, that building destroy, like that's almost 10 years.
Yo,
strong
Shakim
now,
the
if I'm not
first
mistaken,
dude
right?
in this
Real
probably
talk,
in the
you know what I'm
state
saying?
to have a brand, like to have a store that just promote black businesses, like just
You know what
black
I'm
clothing
saying?
lines.
His
Like,
squad been rapping
the dude's a
since,
living
like,
legend. I don't even be.
PNF days.
I told him that on
Nah,
the
you
book.
gotta give
Like,
him
that's
his flowers,
real. Like,
bro. Real
yeah,
talk.
gotta give my
Before
bro.
I was an
flowers.
entrepreneur, us, it was Shakim.
It's unfortunate, but people like Shakim to take unfortunate situations to happen to people to give them that they flowers. But I'm gonna give my bro his flowers.
Yeah,
yeah,
so clap that up.
No doubt. Before I go to Nike and them, you know what I mean? I'm going to Kinfolk.
Facts, yeah. But talk
Believe that.
build on that, bro. Let
Respect.
us know, you know what I'm saying? Your perspective.
So basically, like high school, he's talking about high school. You know what I'm saying? Went to high school together, whatever, like freshman, sophomore year, whatever. When I went in there, I went in because I was playing ball. You know what I'm saying? So ball it didn't really work out. I always was into the streets. I probably wasn't like like tapping in with like like neighborhood shit, regular shit. But I always could go anywhere I wanted to because I played ball. And I had family everywhere, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then when like ball didn't work out at the school I went to, I could have still went to another school, but I just started hustling. My mom was working crazy jobs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just was like, I wasn't see her for like 2 days in time, you know what I'm saying? I'd get up and she, you know what I mean, might have cooked some shit on the stove or left the door, I'd be back at the, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
I was already hustling, you know what I'm saying? I was already outside hustling. I was actually going to school to get the money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then from that was at like 15. I was rolling dice. We was robbing niggas sometime, but I was more so just hustling. You know what I'm saying? Weed, pills at the time. We had different. It was a diverse school. You had white kids, Chinese kids, black kids. So whatever I could hustle, I was hustling. So I remember like I come to school at 6:30, meet at Panera. I be there, got rid of like 2 O's. I had my brother pull back up, give me some more bud or whatever, and I'm doing like that. So at that point, I'm like, I don't really think I need to go to school. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I just was adding everything up. I'm like, everybody that I know that went to school, they went to college, they get out and work at Yale. That was my mindset. I'm like, I know I'm not going to the NBA. And then I turned 16. Now I just started banging. I just joined the gang. So now I got real beef. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I'm going to school. I gotta leave. I'm going to a Hamden school. I'm living in the hood. I gotta walk through the hood to get to a Hamden bus stop or get to it or get to Dixwell. I'm having shootouts going to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what, man? I like this shit ain't even working.
Shit draining.
I just like, yo, I ain't never seen no future in it. So
Facts, yeah.
it wasn't. And then when I got tired of running the streets ASAP though, because I just was out here for a minute. Like I told y'all last episode, I was 12, 13, possibly 11, selling like DVDs and CDs and shit and weed then. So I was just already tired of it. So and then the thing happened with my best friend. He ended up getting killed in front of me. My name was coming up in robbery. So I think I dropped out. I got a job. Remember I told you the first day I got a job?
Yeah,
So it came back. I'm like, you know what? In order to get out of this shit, let me go try to get a job. I got like a McDonald's job, and the manager used to tell her I'm a thug. She was just, I got the job and she didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? I was popular. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she like, nah, all the gangsters come here and see him. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
I remember her. I used to walk to work. I had like a gun in my pocket. She used to look at my pants and it'd be like almost like she want to check me.
Yeah.
So I was telling my man, that got me a job. I'm like, yo, man, I ain't gonna be able to do this, bro. I know I ain't gonna really make you look crazy, but I'm about to quit because she wildin'. You know what I'm saying? So I remember trying to come back to school and they're like, yo, look, man, you got like a warrant or something. Like you could probably like possibly get arrested, but we just sign out. I was 18 at this point.
Facts, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I signed out. I had to go to night school, but at this point, like I said, I had a warrant, so I was on the run.
So you was what, adult ed?
But I still couldn't even go there because once they caught on to me, like I said, I was on the run.
Yeah.
So when I actually ended up getting caught up and I sat down, it was like I was stressing, but it was a breath of fresh air because I know I just had to worry about the niggas in jail.
Yeah.
I know I'm not about to get shot out here,
Yeah.
and I have no problem fighting. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I just really just took that time to just get in tune with myself. Like I said, I was going through distressing from my man, just seeing it every night, you know what I'm saying, not being able to go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the first thing I'm seeing. And it's just, and it's crazy because like you talk about like the God thing, you know what I'm saying, and being in tune with spiritually, like I always would have dreams before things would happen. So he used to always show me things before it happened. Like even like before my man died, he showed me him dying.
So you would foresee. So basically, what you
Sure,
just see,
indeed.
you would foresee things happening before it happened.
Like he'd give
I
you a
can empathize
vision.
with that because I do that on a regular.
So
Every
even then,
day.
You gonna build on that.
So even then, it's like, but before I went to jail, I seen myself there. I remember waking up like, oh shit, I was in there working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
So then when I got there, it was like, damn, but I just used the time to get more in tune with God. Because it was, even like when I was running the street, my grandmother would tell me, I would go see her every day, before school, after school. I always get in the shoot, I was going to see my grandmother.
Yeah.
But I would take the risk because that was like,
That's your grandma.
she raised me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my mom was always at work. My grandmother and my mom raised me, so she always tell me to pray, have faith, you know what I'm saying? So a couple scriptures she gave me, I just held on to them. And then it's crazy because when I got to jail, somebody slipped me the same Bible that she gave me. So when I was in the streets, I always had the Bible in my pocket, the little joint.
Yeah.
Right. And you're
And
going other.
so I'll be after the shootout or
I
something.
one in my car right
You know what
now,
I'm saying?
right at my door.
Yeah, saying the New Testament, you know what I'm saying? So I flip it open after the shootout, look at it, scripture, pray, you know what I'm saying? So I was on that, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't change purposely, but like I caught all the bids back to back, but the last one was more so enlightening to me. And from there, I was like, you know what, if I could do this, I see all my friends going to college, I'm just in here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't go to prom, college, graduated, nothing, so I was like, damn, I gotta figure some shit out, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in there, I just looked around. I was like, nah, I can see he probably gonna come back. So I ain't fucking with him.
Yeah.
I would look at the older dudes who was reading and shit. I said, what they reading? So I just treated jail like college. And I was like, yo, I just looked at all the successful people that came before me, and I seen what they did. Like, what did they go through, or how they get over this? I read up on it. You know what I'm saying? And I just started getting up early in there. You know what I'm saying? Of people getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the world.
Right.
So mentally, I was already going. I wasn't even in jail. I was like, I'm getting up at 4.
Going home.
I'm getting up at 4 o'clock too. So now I'm getting up at 4 o'clock. I'm working out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, damn. So, it's like, yo, this dude getting up at 4. The CO see me. You know what I'm saying? First, he ain't like me because I was hanging with certain niggas. This is my son. I'm getting up at 4 o'clock. I'm working out. I'm reading. By the time niggas got up for breakfast, I already done did my whole day activity. So one time, so from that, he gave me a job. I got an outside clearance job. He's like, yo, man, you gotta go to work. I'm like, I ain't signed up for that. He's like, yo, nah, listen, man. I gave it to you because I think that this be good for you. It's gonna be like you're not even in jail. Yeah, so basically, like, So basically, all the stuff that I'm doing now, like I already foreseen it when I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, no, this is what I'm doing now. I just write it down. I had a black book. I just called the Book of Life. I write down all my plans and everything. When I want to memorize a scripture or something or whatever I was doing, I was like, nah, I want to have a store. First I was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe I could do a clothing line. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. I'm going to come out, I'm going to do rap. I'm going to link with this person. I wrote it all down and I foreseen it, you know what I'm saying? And then just for like, and I just kept God first, you know what I'm saying? I always prayed and stuff. And that was like therapy for me. I was, other people that probably went through something that I went through, I could connect with. But I felt like, in all actuality, if I could do anything else different, because you asked that, I would have got help. You know what I'm saying? Because even like earlier on, like going to sell the drugs and shit, if I had somebody else that could give me guidance and do something else, I would have did it. I could have, for a pride issue, I could have had sucked it up and went to go play for another team, but I was like, nah, fuck basketball. You know what I'm saying? It was too embarrassing to go try out again, even though I feel like the coach had a personal issue with me because I played ball with his son somewhere else, and you know what I'm saying? So I was like, it was mad little shit that was going on. I was like, yo, fuck that. But if I had somebody to talk to, or then, you know what I mean, it could have solved a lot of problems earlier. You know what I'm saying? So if I could go back, you know what I'm saying, knowing what I know now, or I advise anybody that's going through some shit to go get therapy, go get help. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like in the black community, nobody don't want to talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You walk by niggas, they don't even want to talk to you. Them niggas drilling you, you know what I'm saying? Peace, God. You talk to what's going on, how you feeling? Just ask a nigga how they feeling and how they day going. They might tell you. Say you might can help them. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
just something like that is it come a long way. You know what I'm saying? Therapy, there's nothing wrong with that shit. Like if y'all watching and you some fucked up shit happened to you, just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Go seek help. You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. We are human. Black men, we are human beings. You understand? We think, we got feelings, we got emotions, we hurt. You know what I'm saying? We happy, we have joy, we have pain, right? And it's okay to feel like that. We gotta stop walking around with this chip on our shoulder as if we don't hurt. Because in reality, we cause more hurt. Like my brother said, in a sense, right? My brother Nino, he said it. He had to put himself in a certain mind frame. You know what I'm saying? But with that mind frame came a lot because he was carrying pain. Everybody around him almost he wanted people to feel that pain.
Yeah.
But if he had somebody to talk to that could have helped him understand his pain, like he do now, because now he's a different brother. He understands. You know what I'm saying? And now he has knowledge of self. You feel me? So now he's able to pass that knowledge to everybody else. So we have to understand that it's very critical that we get help. Go and talk to somebody, man. Not just your boy. Go and get professional help.
And the thing is, to piggyback on that, right? It'll be the least expected person that you reach out to. That be the most significant and sufficient person that get you back to where you need to be to and show you what a reality is.
100%.
Because we talked about last week, a lot of people are scared to take that veil off. They scared what they don't understand. If you know you going through a mental crisis or something like this, right? But you'll put that to the side and run out there to go get that half a pound of weed or go get that 8-ball, this, that, and the third, right? But now you ain't got no mental problems. But once you mess up all the money, now your mental problems come back.
Double.
No, you still got them because you on the wrong state of thinking.
Yeah, but you just put them on the back burner.
It's no different from an alcoholic though, right?
Yeah.
Now you kind of use the alcohol to cope with the issue, but the issue is there. Now it's even getting worse. Yeah, definitely. So I want to ask y'all brothers, man, what can we do to cope? Like, what do you do to cope with it, right? I want to ask everybody, what do you do to cope with issues that you might deal with?
My mom's always told me, and this is no lie, my mom's always told me, she said, excuse me, she said, you always had the tendency of when something going on, you don't talk to nobody, you keep it inside. She said, that's going to be your biggest killer of you. Because she said, you're going to hold so much that you're not going to be able to hold anymore, and it's going to burst. And when it bursts, it might burst on the wrong person. You know what I do?
What you do?
The distance from me and the God is my knees in that floor. I pray. Right? See, a lot of people don't think hood and street niggas pray. We know the Bible better than people that's in church all their life. You know? And the thing is this, I pray. I foresee a lot of things, but I pray, right? And I don't just pray to be like, oh yeah, Lord, you know I did this and that. No. I don't just pray for me. I pray for you. I pray for this brother. I pray for brothers, my enemies. See, know how I can respect my enemies? My nemesis, my adversaries? Because they don't have no hidden agendas.
You know what they expect with them.
I know what to expect.
Right.
See, but those that be around me every day, I don't know what to expect.
Right.
Especially if you don't have knowledge yourself.
Right.
You know? So what I do, I keep a good aura around me.
Right.
I keep a good demeanor around me.
Right.
A good surface, a good light. You know, this is a good light. Even if it get dark out here, this shit is bright itself to be shining.
So that's how you cope with it.
That's how I cope with
What
it.
about you, Shakim? How do you cope with, you know, the things you've been through and, you know what I mean?
Definitely prayer, you know what I'm saying? Prayer, that's number one, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I have a relationship with God. That's first and foremost. Two, for me, music is an outlet. I'm also an artist. Working out, you know what I'm saying? And just building with...
Yeah, true indeed, working out.
Building with...
Everything.
I got to push that earth.
Building with ALX, like you said, you know what I'm saying? It's just being around positive energy, you know what I'm saying? It's the more you mask it, it just come out in different ways. It could be drinking, drugging, sex, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like
anything you want to pull for outlet.
look, I got a tattoo on my neck that say "fuck your feelings."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that shit come from just going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Stressing. You know what I'm saying? So shutting down, not opening
In
up.
that moment, that's how you felt.
Not talking for a minute. I always felt like that. Even outside, and be like, damn, how you do that to him?
Right.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like it, cause nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Nobody care about me.
Not until I went to jail, and then like my last bit. Once I got knowledge of self, and I was able to look at him and see me, even somebody who didn't have it, because I know what you're capable of because I was there, because I was you one time. You get what I'm saying? So just having that, and like I said, just being around ALX, man, people that could uplift you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, eh?
For me, man, like you said, it's prayer first and foremost. Diet, exercise, man. You know, I'm a chef, so cooking, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm going through something, like after a long day, I'm looking for a good meal, you know what I'm saying? So that helped me a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like to build with family, sometimes sit down with the kids and have a good meal, and you know, you gotta get back to the things that's most important. I feel like that's important for black men too, man. You gotta put your family and your loved ones first. You got children, you gotta spend time with them. You know what I'm saying? You got mom and family, you gotta spend time with them, man. Your father, your pops, the people that you hold near and dear to you. Spend time with them, man. Sit down with them, especially your children as a father, man. Like, I mean, if you wanna keep your ground, right? Keep your strength, so to speak, right? Stay grounded. Look at your children, man. Every day, look at your seeds.
That right there take away all stress.
Take away all stress.
I know. You know what I'm saying?
That's the jewel.
They can't even. I don't even want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like it
have a
just.
smidgen of what you know what I'm saying?
Like, and my kids are funny. They, you know what I'm saying? So I look at them, and I say they say the craziest things, so take all of that away. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't even think about it no more. And then they so interested in your life to where they want to know everything. So sit down with your kids and build with them, and don't be afraid to let them know what you've been through, what you're going through, because you're only helping them in the long run. You're giving them game. You know what I'm saying? You're giving them what, $1 million worth of game, so to speak. So when they get older, right? You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And that's crazy, right? Because when Shakim met my daughter, his cousin, he was like, yo, who your father? And she was like, Nino. He was like, what? She was like, yeah. Like, yo, you my cousin? She's like, are you serious? My daughter is very educated, very smart. Hood, but she's smart, very educated. I call her blacker. A black cracker. She talk like she's black, but she talk like
a white girl.
Blacker.
You're black.
Blacker.
You know, blacker, you know. But my thing is that, Monty, if you do see this, Monty, I love you, baby. Daddy love you. I love you to death, baby. My girl.
He forgot she was gonna see
But the thing is, but she know I call her blacker.
Yeah.
And I love her. And she's my firstborn.
Facts, yeah.
But you know what though? My daughter don't even know how much structure she gives me. Just to say, Daddy, don't hurt nobody. Stay home. I need you.
Right.
Do you know how I mourn to hear that word from my child? My firstborn.
Facts.
Daddy, I love you. Stay home.
I need you.
I need you.
I feel like all of us as black men, we
Facts.
want, yo, like
We want to
y'all
be
all
needed.
said, every
Yeah.
single one of y'all brothers, like I got 2 kids. I just have my daughter, she 8 months.
Congrats.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank y'all brothers, man. I feel like
Yeah, see that? See that?
when I was young, yo, people used to be like, yo, kids are a blessing. Like, yo,
Yeah.
kids are truly a blessing. They change your life. They
100%.
like, you know, I had my son when I was still in high school. I was the only person at graduation with a kid, like in my
Nice,
arm. He
yeah.
was 3 months. You know what I mean? I gave a speech at graduation.
Got your baby
I went
boy
to
with
adult
you.
ed. I got kicked out of Hill House. You know what I mean? For real, man. And like, my son, like to this day, my son taller than me, and sometimes I just be like, he don't even know how much he
Facts, yeah.
motivated my life. Like, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where
You
I'm
don't
at.
know where you at. You don't know where you
Remember the young guy was
joy,
like
you feel me?
this
Like,
at the store in West Haven?
Yeah,
Magic
he was
show.
small.
Facts, yeah.
My girl be like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
treat him
but-
like your favorite." I'm like, "Nah, you don't understand this journey I've been on with this kid. Like, this kid just,
Especially the
Real
boys. Cause
Yeah, like, you know what I
See,
mean? I
but that's
grew with him, like,
but that's the
facts.
first thing a woman
Yeah.
said. He's your favorite. If
nah,
this-
it ain't even no
Yeah,
favorite.
No, but if this my
We've been through
first,
ups and downs,
if this
yeah.
my only son,
right,
I'ma treat him like I treat me.
true indeed.
yeah.
And we the same sign.
Same son.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, then you look at it like this. My daughter. What today's date? The 7th, right?
Yeah, February 7th.
My daughter's birthday is tomorrow, right?
Happy future
yeah,
birthday.
My daughter would
Very
be
strong and all that.
28 tomorrow. My girl. My motherfucker.
You thinking about when she was born, huh?
Yeah.
28.
I'm thinking about when she always like, when she used to frown up, I used to say like, yo, fix your face.
Yeah.
Then she'd start mocking me. Fix it. I'd be like, yo, man, don't play with me, man. Girl, you
I don't
got
let nobody talk to me like that. You
no,
ain't
you
gonna
don't
talk
talk to me like that. Talk about fix it.
My
Fix
kids
it.
be sunning me.
Yeah, you already
Yo,
know.
they
Talk about
they do me
my daughter
dirty.
earlier, I'm like, yo, I was talking to her last night. I'm like, yo, man, I don't fuck who you like, man, yo, you bet, yo, cause I'm like, yo, who the fuck you was talking to this fool? I heard you talking to. She like, yo, she's like, man, I was talking to Joshua. I'm like, man, I'll come fuck Josh up. Like, no, you not, daddy. Be quiet. You can do nothing. I'm like, what the fuck you think you talking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta like, say the craziest shit to me.
Yeah, man, that's what they do.
Yo.
I can like whoever I want. I'm like,
Yo,
what?
That's the funny thing
yo,
about them, to see them grow and
Right.
say,
Hey, yo,
be your
hey, yo,
little baby
hey.
girl to now,
Hey.
right? Yeah.
He caught me one day because she was talking slick just like that. I was like, what? I said, Monty, I'll be ball bearings, break, you know what I mean, rotors and everything off your ass, man. Who you talking to? And Daddy, I was just playing. And I ain't your peers. I'm your father. You ain't gonna play with me. I come and punch you in your face. Straight like that.
Right.
Tell the cops.
Right.
Go to jail. Get right out.
But we love him though,
Right.
right?
Prison number 142291. Yeah.
Facts.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Mental
You know,
That being said,
mental,
brother.
but see that, but you know what though? That all boils down with that mental health.
Sure it
You
is.
need something. You need that
Keep you
output.
grounded.
You need that output.
You need that.
You need that output. Something
Facts.
somewhere is gonna have you be like, motherfucker. All right, man. I'm good, man. You know.
It's that
And,
balance.
and the thing is, I have a son. My son name is Jihad. Name from the attributes. You know what I mean, Holy War.
Indeed.
You know, my daughter name is Armani Munasia Jones. You
Arab
know.
names.
And stuff like that, right? And like I said before, she don't know the purpose that she put in my life. My son don't know. You know, my son live in VA, my daughter live in Hamden. But they don't know that I've been home 14 years now. Home like shy of 14 years. And that's because of them. That's because of getting my mental straight. That's because of being around righteous people, not people that I think righteous, but people that I know that's righteous.
Indeed. For the energy.
You know, now I feel your energy, cool. Cause my little cousin can tell you like this: if it ain't work, I'm home. If it ain't home, I'm at the gym. If I ain't at the gym, I'm right here or next door. Other than that, I stay within my facility. I don't go out of my circumference. Why? All this going on out here, it's a lot of Walking Dead. It's a lot of mentally challenged people out here. And I'm not talking about the ones that's in facilities.
Right.
I'm talking about walking past you, this, that, and the third. I don't want to lay hands on you like a preacher and give a good testimony. I want to stay home. You know, and I want to
stay away from you.
Yeah, and I want to do things right now.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I want to do everything in my being to uplift the next person, to strengthen the next brother, to walk with a brother, talk with a brother, you know, even if it's not a brother, even if it's a young woman out here that's stressing and going through something. Well, my moms don't understand, my father don't understand. They'll tell a stranger more than they would tell their own parents.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know?
We got a couple minutes, we're going to wrap it up, but I want to say that you ever meet people, yo, and they just tell their whole life story to you?
Every time, right? Yeah, like, you just come
and you be like this, like,
wow.
Yeah.
You really want to tell me that?
People come in here and do it every day. I think like when I be here, New Haven Apparel, it's like therapy. You know, just come in the bar.
They just want to come build with you, kids. They know who you are. They clothes is extra, bro, but they need that energy.
And sometimes like
they need that light.
By a hat or something, but usually
they really come to build with you, kid.
Yeah.
They need that light, man.
That being said, man, it's been
that's
amazing episode. Another powerful build with the guys, you know what I'm saying? It's Pyramid Talk.
Pyramid Talk.
Straight Pyramid Talk.
They don't understand what Pyramid Talk is. I want somebody to explain what Pyramid Talk is, man.
yo, man, Pyramid Talk is, man, you know how the pyramids is. It took all our Asiatic black men to build that pyramid, man. So these Asiatic black men right here, we building with you, man. We gonna get you to the top if you ain't scared. And sometimes it's lonely at the top, but it's alright. Y'all building with the gods, man. Of course you building with the gods.
Pyramid Talk, man.
Oh shit.
Talking to God like,
Come on, man.
nah, there's gotta
Can't
be
be
a
like-
better way than this.
You know what I'm saying?
Conversations with God. This money got me going straight. Talk to my mom. She told me hold it down and just pray. Look at my kids. That's my motivation today. All my niggas dead. I'ma hold it down till the conversations with God. This money got me going straight. Talk to my mom. She told me hold it down and just pray. Look at my kids. That's my motivation today. All my niggas